10 seconds left here in Texas as the Canadian fans come alive. And for the first time ever, Canada back-to-back gold medals at the Under-18 World Hockey Championship. And they mob the goalie, Jack-Ivan Kopic, a shutout in the semifinal and a shutout in the gold medal game. Craig, over 147 minutes of shutout hockey for Jack-Ivan Kopic. In my mind, the tournament MVP right there, embracing his teammates.
I don't think there's any question he was the tournament's most valuable player. He wasn't just the most valuable player. It was an emphatic performance that said, you can't look past me. It should be unanimous as the most valuable player in this tournament. Corey Stillman with just a great job coaching this group of players. Obviously a disappointed Swedish group. But Canada started this game with a significant purpose of how they were going to play it, and they executed. And they never let Sweden get their feet underneath them and get going. And certainly, you get through a tournament and you get to raise the championship trophy, but more importantly, have those gold medals around your neck. It's so impressive.
Deja vu for me here, Craig. That's the exact same spot on the ice in 2021. And I'll never forget Connor Bedard, Shane Wright, and a big bear hug after they won. And now in 2025, look at these young men celebrating to our broadcast left. And a tough one for Sweden, but they find the podium for a 7th straight year. Just the color of that medal is silver.
Ray Shero passed away. They had a service in Boston this previous Tuesday, and Ray won Stanley Cup with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Just a wonderful guy. But his father, 2 Stanley Cups with the Philadelphia Flyers as the head coach. And before Game 6 in 1974, when they could win the Stanley Cup, he wrote on the board, "Win today and we walk together forever." These kids will walk together forever.
So the top goalie has been announced at the tournament. No surprise, Jack-Ivan Kopic. The top defenseman in the tournament was Sasha Boumedienne. Familiar name, played NCAA Boston University. And the young man who set the single tournament points record for Sweden, Philip Ekberg, top forward, as he beat the record that was co-held for a few years by Otto Stenberg and William Nylander. Yeah, and Jack-Ivan Kopic, he's in rarefied air. Canada, of course, has never won back-to-back gold. Well, he's got back-to-back gold medals at this tournament.
Yeah, he was... Philip Ekberg was named the tournament MVP, and certainly not going to say anything adverse about Philip. He had a fantastic tournament and certainly worthy as being named the top forward. But in my view, it was real simple. Jack-Ivan Kopic with an emphatic MVP performance for Team Canada. And I know this about Jack. He only cares about the gold medal.
Might need a bigger office if he's got one. For the
Fans,
well, his dad's just down to our right, so he might have to get a nicer office built for young Jack if he wants to display those medals.
From Sweden,
Frank and Kelly.
Ekberg. Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting the Players of the Game Award. Today, presenting the awards, please welcome Chief Operation Officer for Dallas Star Center and Multisport, Dan Stukal. Best player for Team Sweden, number 5, Sasha Bonadinen.
Yeah, also the top blue liner in the tournament, Sasha Bonadinen.
He was, this year at Boston University was really important for him. I think he just really found a semblance of just real good calm. You're playing against players that are much older than you,
and the best
game
player
really grew.
For Team Canada, number 28, Brady Martin.
Well, he set the tone at about, what, 8 seconds in with a body check, pair of goals. Only fitting that young man who was raised on a farm, he's got a nice boot to bring back home.
And he's got lots of boots.
Hard-working young man, and you'll hear his name early at the draft in LA.
Very good player. Really good player.
The commemorative awards for the on-ice officials of the gold medal game will be presented by Frank Gonzalez, chairperson.
And now the
of
officials we recognize, Craig, and you bring up a good
IIHF
point.
U18
You know, we had 2 Canadians,
Please welcome the referees,
Brian Bierkoff and Taylor Berzminski, and you know what? They're rewarded for great work throughout the entire tournament, and rewarded with officiating a gold medal game.
They are, and you know, we talk about the young players. They're trying to develop the young officials and allowing them an opportunity to move forward in their careers as well.
And now
the silver medals
presented to Team Sweden.
Team manager of Team Sweden.
All time now, Sweden 2 gold, 7
and
silver,
the Chief Operations Officer
and 6 bronze.
For Dallas Star Center and Multisport, Dan Stukal. And now the 2025 IIHF U18 Men's World Champion silver medals go to Team Sweden.
They lost to USA in group play, reloaded, and then beat them in a big-time semifinal to qualify for this gold medal game. They had a great tournament, but again, Craig, you nailed it. Canada saved their best for last. Really strong. They picked up the intensity, the speed, and I think, you know, right from puck drop, that commitment level to win the little battles was evident for Team Canada.
And make no mistake about it, finishing as the #1 seed got them Slovakia in the semifinal. You have USA who were #1 on their side, but they didn't get their first overall seed. And that was a real competitive USA-Sweden semifinal. And you know, we saw that Slovakia took it to overtime against the USA. Canada just overwhelmed Sweden in this game, but I think that semifinal game took a lot out of both teams for Sweden. And you know, we talk about seeding, and we talk about, you know, it's never easy to win, but you know, there's certain paths that don't tax you in the same way as another path may. I think we saw that here.
Scott Walker, the GM of this team. And Sweden will be presented as well a second-place trophy. And yeah, you got to salute family, friends, parents, siblings.
Yeah, the support these young players get. I was talking to some of the parents of these kids, but they were at the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge in PEI, and you know the emotions of winning and everything that goes with it, the fluttering hearts, the nerves for their kids, and I think talking to the parents,
all right,
they all
fans,
say
please
the same
welcome
thing.
back champion chairperson Frank Gonzalez to present the second place award. Will the captain from Team Sweden please come forward to accept the second place award?
And what I was going to say, yeah, I'm just really impressed with how the players just keep themselves in a just level and even and just play with purpose.
Last year was a bronze versus Slovakia. This year the silver medal is the captain, Milton Jestrin from Örnsköldsvik,
The
Sweden.
gold medal will be presented by General Manager of Team Canada, Scott Walker, and Hockey Canada Director of Hockey Operations, Benoit Bourg. And now, the 2025 IIHF U18 Men's World Championship gold medal team, Team Canada.
And there it is, the gold medal as Verhoff Katzen lead the lineup. Ryan Lynn. And what a performance from Jackson Smith, the blue liner stepping up offensively. Lucas Sachin was part of this team as well. We talked about Daxton Rudolph, a young blue liner, getting his medal. Reshny scored some massive goals down the stretch, Craig, including the OT winner. They needed OT against Czechia to get through.
Yeah, the tying goal in that game.
Yeah.
And, you know, Czechia was a very, very difficult opponent. Slovakia played a really good, sound game, slowed Canada down, and forced Canada to understand, okay, you know, we're not going to be able to open it up. We'll have to be a little bit patient. When their opportunities came, they were able to take advantage. And then this game, they were just spot on from the opening faceoff.
And Ivan Kovic, another gold medal.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, like, you know, some of the players, like Cameron Schmidt has won a Hlinka Gretzky gold medal. He's won a World Under-17 gold medal.
Brady Martin just grabbed a Canadian flag from over the glass, and he's got it draped around his back. Very nice. And what a job, those two guys in Guelph and the head coach, Corey Stillman.
Well, Scotty's telling him now, he said, Corey, now you got to win the OHL championship next year.
Right? Absolutely. And now that Canada flag is around the captain Coots, around his back. Special times here in Frisco for Team Canada.
Yeah.
And now Reshny's grabbed the Canadian flag. You're right, they'll never forget it, Craig.
No, you can't. And again, it's, you know, I talked to some of the players. I talked to Liam Kilfoyle and Quinn Beauchene, you know, before the tournament started, and we were just chatting, and you know, they were talking about the players that, you know, they played together at the Hlinka Gretzky tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to please stand if you're able.
Back-to-back gold for Canada. And now,
IIHF U18
the Canadian national
World
anthem.
Championship, Canada. Championship Chairman Frank Gonzalez for the closing speech of the championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us tonight. I would like to take this moment to thank USA Hockey and all the volunteers that have made this possible for us. Also to the Dallas Stars organization. It's the second time we do this tournament here in Frisco and Allen, as well as Plano last time. So it's a great pleasure. And when they say they do things big in Texas, it is very true. Thank you very much. On behalf of the International Ice Hockey Federation, I would like to also thank the TSN and the NHL scouts who are here with us, and all the players and game officials who have taken part at this World Championship. On behalf of the International Ice Hockey Federation and its president, Mr. Luc Tardif, I hereby declare the 2025 U18 Men's World Championship in Frisco and Allen closed. Thank you.
And now, please welcome the captain of Team Canada to receive the 2025 IIHF U18 Men's World Championship Trophy.
The celebration is on in Frisco as Canada making history, first time winning back-to-back gold medals, first repeat champions again since the U.S. did so a decade ago, 2014, 2015. And Dave, we spoke about how this is going to be a memory and a moment and a journey that these players, now they're bonded for life over this.
Oh, no question about it. No matter where your career takes you, there will always be that moment that you will remember being a champion together. And this is a great feeling for all these young guys. Jack Ivankovic, it's a regular feeling,
I guess,
when
yeah.
he is the starting goaltender. And that's what makes these tournaments so special. These guys will play in U16s, U17s, and then when you hit the World Championship level at the U18 World Championship level, the next level is the U20s, which is the World Junior Championship, then the Men's World Championship, which just happens to start this coming Friday. It's things that these are huge moments, and the cool thing is you're going to continue to play with these players and against the opposition players. For these guys, probably for the next few years, the majority of them, once they hit the U20 level. And then your careers continue, and if you're still strong enough to be fortunate enough to play at the men's and the top level, the world championship, senior levels, and that's so cool. You'll always look back. These guys will be in locker rooms together. Hey, do you remember in 2025 in Frisco when we beat you? And they'll be best of buddies. You'll be line mates. You'll be teammates. And yet you'll still, you still have that little ribbing going on because you won. And yeah, these are fantastic moments.
And for a tournament like this, the results haven't always been there for Canada because we've spoken about the difficulties putting a team together like this. You're not always going to get your best players at this tournament just because of the CHL playoffs going on, as well as the draft being a couple months away. Some players deciding to skip it, focus on preparing for that. But Canada's now medaled in 4 of the last 5 U18s, 3 golds and bronze medal over that span. They went the previous 4 U18s without a medal before that. And right at the center of everything was the head coach, Corey Stillman. Let's hear from him.
Corey, congratulations. It's never easy to win a gold medal, and Canada goes back-to-back. How did you guys pull this off?
Well, I think we came out with a great start. We'd always talked about the first 5 minutes of a game, and I think today we had 15 minutes We stuck to our game plan. We put pucks into spots where we could skate on, had guys go to the net, scored some goals, and then we did a great job in the second, third, shutting the neutral zone down. And again, you have a great goalie in Jack. When you make a mistake, he was there to save us.
What was it about this team and your defensive core that found a way to help out offensively so much in critical games, especially this one?
Well, yeah, our D-men scored a lot of goals, and I think it was just the system we put in. We wanted to include them. They're all offensive guys in the CHL here, but I think we went low to high well. We did a lot of pre-scout, seeing how guys were playing, our teams were playing.
You've seen a lot of goalies in your time. Where does Jack Ivankovic rank for you?
He ranks up there. For my experience in junior hockey, there at Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and then there's Jack, right? So he's got a bright future ahead of him. And again, the effort he puts in, how calm he is, calms everybody down on the ice.
Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
15 straight wins for Canada at this tournament as well, dating back to winning bronze back in 2023. That is the second longest winning streak behind only the U.S. And again, the carryover from tournament to tournament. And somebody like Corey Stillman, again, having to get all these guys on the same page in a short amount of time. And I mean, those are the results. We're watching it right here.
Yeah, and you had players come in late. Keaton Verhoff comes in. Cole Reshny comes in.
Cole Reshny comes in, yeah.
Players are moving into this tournament. You start your tournament with pretty much 3 lines, 10 forwards. So a great job by the coaching staff, Corey Stillman, and everybody involved. And it is very difficult at times to get the guys in. The key was, though, and we talked about it, we look at lineups before every game. He changed the lineups constantly. There were a couple of players that he kept together regularly, but for the most part, he changed the lineups until the semifinal game and the gold medal game. So it's the players know it's all right, we're going to play with different players. We've got different things to do, different responsibilities with different players, but we're playing the same style game in and game out. And they were, right on cue with what they needed to do. The coach sets up the game plan, and you talked about some of the better players, some of the better players still playing in the CHL. The Gavin McKenna's aren't here. You don't need to have the best players to win. You need to have the best team.
Yep.
Their best player was Jack Ivankovic on a consistent basis. Yes, Brady Martin was fantastic. Braden Coots, Cole Reshny. There were a lot of great players. Keaton Verhoff, Jackson Smith, great tournaments. Along with Xavier Villeneuve. These players had great tournaments. But this was a great team start to finish, and it got better as this tournament went along. This was one of the best games I've ever seen at a U18 by Team Canada.
Love it. All right. 6th gold medal for Canada at this tournament, 11th medal overall, and I have a feeling the celebration is going to go on well into the night.
The 2025 IIHF World Men's U18 Championship is brought to you in part by TELUS, now offering pure fiber internet across Canada. By ESSO, from the ESSO Medals program to representing Team Canada, ESSO is dedicated to Canada's game. And by Tim Hortons, unwrap the early days of your favorite players with Tim's new retrospective rookies hockey cards.